Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2015 with me, Kevin Sawyer. And today we continue on with a bit more forestry. I'd have thought about it between the last episode and this episode. I didn't show you the this in the last episode. Which is the beast. You've probably already seen it before, but for those of you that haven't seen it, I thought I'd show it off anyway. I'll also put a description for the download link in the. I'll try that again, Kev. I'll put a link in the description for you, so you can download it for yourselves if you wish. Again, it's not a bad mod. There's a newer mod version of it available. I did download the newer version and I tried to replace it with the newer version, but it didn't take for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I thought I'd show it to you guys. For those that haven't seen it before, you can have a look at it. I know it's a bit more forestry, and I may have said in the previous episode I was going to do the rest of this off screen, but I thought I'd introduce a bit more into it for you guys, just to show what's involved in doing a lot of stuff. Anyway, so you go up to press O to open and close the panel. So if I opened it up, I've already started doing some work on it. That's why it's got dirt. As you can see, it has got a dirt texture to it. This isn't a mod showcase, by the way, it's just me, usual episode. But anyway, so you go up to start the engine. Listen to it thunder up. You can see like fold support legs, turn wood crusher on and off, piping her out, or choose the work lights. But anyway, let's turn the old crusher on. So what I decided to do, in the previous episode you saw me struggle with the trailers in a sense. So what I'm going to do now is load the twisty logs into the crusher and put the big logs into the back of the trailer. Now, talking of trailers, before we continue on this, let's go and see what else I've done off screen. Just after the episode, or quite literally all I did was just sorry, flicking through all my equipment again. Where are you? No, that one. Now, is there any logs still on this one? There is still a log left on this one, isn't there? As you can see, what happened was I got to this point, I emptied most of it, but then as I was bringing the trailer back up again, most of it fell back off again. There's one, literally, I'll show you now as I go back round, again because my draw distance is lower from the lower settings. You'll see it suddenly emerge out of thin air. There it is. That fell off just as I came in, and I was like, oh come on. But we can get the front loader down here and load it in at a later date. But what I might do, as that's now full capacity, I might fill up this one. Let's have a quick look on the tippers and forestry stuff. So how much would a new trailer cost, just out of interest? Forestry equipment, 9 grand each, so we'll buy another one. Default colour, yeah, please, it's green. Right, back. We fill this one up, and then we'll bring this back down to this sawmill, and the other one we use for the other sawmill. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all okay. I'm good, thanks for asking. I think I might be coming down with a cold. Woke up this morning and was felt a bit groggy. Could just be my sinuses. They sometimes excuse me, act like a cold. So this time of year with the damp and everything, the sinuses start to really flare up. So if you hear me sniffing a lot, again, I apologise in advance. Unintentional. Also this morning, got some good news for you. Hopefully increase the productivity of the videos. Hopefully I've actually invested in let me get out of the way of all the noisy equipment. I've actually invested in a Sony movie editor, so that should be with me midweek hopefully. So I'm hoping that's going to help with the movie editing side of stuff. Now with Euro Truck aspect, obviously, because I've decided in my infinite wisdom to try out the OBS side of that. And you don't really need the editor. You can more or less straight upload it. I might still run it through the editor anyway because the file size is quite big. What I'll do is I'll do a test one and then see how it goes. If it, what am I doing? I'm concentrating, that's what I'm doing. Right, park this over here for the time being. I'll grab the other one in a second. And I'll have a little play off screen pretty much and see how the file sizes vary from running through the editor and whatever OBS uploads, saves it, the files form, try and get my teeth into gear, the files format, see what the size in the files is once I've had a play with it, and then I'll make a decision. So as we've got those logs already sort of like, we might take the bigger logs. No, actually I'll fill up the logs on that trailer, park it by the other, the standard, the Maru sawmill, and then I'll take the rest of these, if again, time permitting, the rest up to the other sawmill. Just give us some extra money that way. Yeah, because in the last episode you saw, oops, there it goes, you saw how these branches can be very unpredictable. The big logs you don't get so many issues with them, but these small logs can be a right pain. So I thought I'd just throw these into the crusher, to the beast. Good thing about this is it bunkers it. Has its own little bunker on it. So you don't necessarily need a trailer. I already kind of filled up the trailer off screen and taking it down to the I'll grab this one. Taking it down to the sawmill to pile it in as fuel. But I'll probably store the rest of this either on or off screen, depends on, again, time permitting. Come on. Go get the stump grinder down here as well. Again, that might be an off screen. Come on. You picked up a minute ago. Hello. The fields just growing beside us. We've got sunflowers growing, so you haven't yet seen a lot. First part, well, I say first part, but the previous episode. Come on. No, you don't want to pick up. You do not want to pick up, do you? Let's try a bigger bit of the log. Let's try it on that curve. Maybe just because it's not on that curve. Come on. Be good, log. There we go. I do like this beast. It's a lot better than the standard in-game chipper. It's a lot more money than the standard in-game chipper, and with manual ignition you could probably more or less get that running up straight away. But you don't have to chop the logs down so small. At least then you can just throw the branches in. Just grab this big branch over here and load that into the trailer if we can. Yeah, so I looked on Amazon for the older movie editor. It's a Sony movie editor, so give it a try. It only cost me 25 quid, so give it a try, see if it's any good. From what I've seen on YouTube, you know, it's not bad software. Not the most newest software that Sony do, but it sort of like realms into the Vegas side of things, but that's a lot more money still. So. Whoops, too far, Kev. You need to go back. Nope. Try that again, Kev. Now you probably notice I don't use my wheel when I'm doing what I call precision driving. Purely because I find it a little bit easier just to flick buttons rather than steer with the wheel, especially when I'm trying to use the mouse. I do when I'm driving a long distance. I should really get into the habit of doing it. Try and do that now actually. Let's try and get into the habit of doing it. Wheel. Purely because it might be a bit less me leaning over to the keys. That looks like a big log. Probably thinking, oh, but you did this in the last episode, Kev. Well, yeah, I did. You're right, and I'm sorry. I think it's been a bit repetitive yet again. 2 episodes to the same subject. But I just did the first episode, and I could have extended that one a bit. Then I didn't really show you the chipper. The first episode. At least then we've got both options available. This episode. And it's all the sort of stuff you can get up to for yourself if you want to. If you don't want to fast forward through time like I used to back in the early days, just fast forward to the next harvest, and you just want to actually get some other stuff done on your farm. Sort of things you can get up to for yourselves on your own farm if you play the game, which I suspect most of you probably do. For those who don't, obviously just watching me playing it, I support you and thank you for doing that. It all helps me grow the channel. And I did my first unboxing video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a bit crude, admittedly. It's my first one. I don't think I'll use my webcam again. It's just too much hard work. I'll try to set up my phone on a little tripod or something. I think this is all. Yeah, it is. Right. Okay. We'll cut that up in a sec. Go around, grab some of these little branches first. Get some of these. Do some tidying up. Again, like I said in the previous one, I just wish there was a way you could just pick these up by hand and throw them on there. It just saves so much time on this side of things, rather than faffing about with the front loader or the wheel loader or whatever you want to use. I'm sure you could probably pick that up by hand if you really wanted to. Whoops, hit the tree stump. Get over the tree stump, kid. Right. Again, you're probably thinking this is a bit repetitive, Kev, and I'm sorry. It is a little bit. But it's all the sort of stuff which, again, a lot of people are going to show off, well, do off screen, which I would normally do off screen. And I said I was going to in the previous episode. But I thought, you know, I'm not doing it just as a fill. You know, it's some of the magic that happens behind the scenes of farming, really. And it gives you an indication of how long it really takes to sort of like between episodes. When I say I do this work off screen, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing like this work right here, going around clearing up trees or doing some mowing. Which I'm going to do in another episode. I'm going to show you do some mowing in one episode at some point. I know you guys are going, roll your eyes. I've seen mowing. Mowing's doing my head in. Some of you haven't seen mowing. Like, oh, well, yeah, I'd like to see that. Yeah. Again, I'm not doing it in cab because I find it a bit easy just to adjust the cameras outside the cab. Because when you're in cab, all you can really see is that, and you can't see what you're grabbing with the grabber, so I just find doing it outside of the cab just helps me. Some of you guys are probably doing it go, oh well, I've been doing it, or even if you're a real farmer and you're doing this sort of work off for real life, you say, well, I have to do it in cab, Kev. You know, I don't have the option of looking outside my cab, but you probably can lean out. At least you can lean out or open your door and lean out and see what you're actually, how your grabber's grabbing, or at least jump out the tractor to have a look, and then go back in and then go right. I'm right about on top of it. Or at least get someone to give you a hand, so like go, yeah, come on in, grab it. least you've got a few options available. It's the first time this little New Holland's got dirty as well since I bought it. It just sat there doing nothing pretty much. Should have rented it really. Oh, it's going to be difficult. Are you going to be difficult? Go on. Drop in. No. There we go. I suspect that bunker's getting quite full, so I'm going to park the trailer up now. Next to it. I leave that switched on. Literally only going to be a minute. Turn that on. Not going to need it. There we go. Switch you back off. One thing I will say to you guys, any modders that are out there listening, or watching, I should say, which I hope there are, but I doubt they're probably watching the bigger channels for inspiration, etc. But if you are a modder, and you're thinking of, got an idea, got sort of like inventor's block or whatever, or just looking for some inspiration, one thing I'd love as a mod, I know it's not generic to Farming Simulator, but right, it's my idea, but you don't have to use me as a credit. You can just make it yourself. After all, you're going to do it, explore yourself, and I wouldn't know the first thing about modding anyway. Is what I'd call a funfair mod. Now, the idea of it is a bit much like the Beast here. You just have it on the back of a semi-trailer or a trailer, and you pretty much you can go anywhere you like with it. And once you get to wherever you want to put it, do like in the Beast setup. Have like a little control dial so you unattach it from your trailer, lorry, or even if you wanted to, use your lorry as a power unit, but obviously that'd make it pretty more complex, but use your, just go up to the panel and then press whatever buttons you need to press to unfold the fairground ride, so say the base panels or whatever, and then you switch it on, and then pretty much then you've got like whatever ride. It could be like Dodgems, it can be like the merry-go-round. I don't think you could do that with a big wheel, that would be a bit unrealistic, but I'm pretty sure they do it with the waltzer, or at least the merry-go-round. I think even Dodgems they do it to an extent. I think they just use panels out of the back of a lorry and just put them on to some sort of frame, but I'd say the waltzer's probably going to be more likely, because I think that's what they do. They use the main unit as a support. But anyway, if you can sort of understand what I mean, it folds out, like the base folds out, and then whatever you put on top of it would be whatever ride you can have. Now if you could have several types of that going, so like you could have one trailer as a merry-go-round, one trailer as a waltzer or Dodgems or whatever, you'd have several different setups. Again, you're probably like, oh my god, you realise how long that's going to take to make. Are you mad? Again, I'm not going to twist anyone's arm to do it. I'm just saying, if you're listening and you're thinking, well, what should I do next as a mod? It might be an idea to yourselves. Again, if you really want to mention me and say, well, look, this guy came up with the idea, I'm just doing it for him, And please, if you do want to do that, but it's your hard work at the end of the day. It's just my idea. I didn't put any effort into making it, so I don't want any real credit for it. But anyway, yeah. So once you've established that set up, once it's set up, over time, it generates income. So obviously you have to fill it with fuel and stuff like diesel, like the beast you do. You have to fill it up with diesel, but over time, it generates income. Okay, depending on how the Giant's engine works, I wouldn't know the in depth of it, but you may be able to sort of like get on and off it if you really wanted to. Again, if it's feasible to do that, great. If it's not, you could just stand there watching like it go round, and it just generates money. Either way, it would be a cool little mod to have, and I'd be definitely up for showcasing it on my mod showcase. Anyway, saying that, if you think you can do that and you want to give it a try, obviously just put it in the comments down below. Just say, look Kev, I've made this mod, go to this site or whatever, and I'll have a look at it. But that, you know, it's just an idea at the end of the day. Like I say, I wouldn't twist anyone's arm to do it. It'd be a cool idea. I know it's off topic to Farming Simulator, but I definitely would like that. It's because I looked the other day, I was like, what sort of funfair? And it wasn't, I remember, is it 2013 edition, there was a mod with like a party trailer or something like that, or something along those lines. And I know there's like a trailer, like a couple of different weird and funky trailers out there that do some weird and funky things. Because another idea I had is, again, it was with like a trailer that was like a like, you know, like some of these farms have these trailers that well, they used to, I don't know if they still, oh really, okay, fall off, do that then. These like flatbed trailers, either they used just an old open trailer or old hay trailer or whatever, and they'd have like tractor rides, and so obviously they'd get customers to sort of jump on the back of it, take them for little tractor rides either around the farm or around the fields or whatever. That'd be another good idea. You could just like set up a course play onto that, and have it as a little stop wait station for 30 seconds as people get on and off, and they pay to get on. Come on. No, don't want to go, do you? There we go. So that's another good idea. I bet you're thinking, well, later git, why don't you make these mods? I would, I'd love to, if I could. If I knew what I'm doing. I even had an idea of how Giant's editor worked, I would try and do it. But I just don't. I'm sure your guys are going, well, it's easy, Kev, you know, all you need to do is this, that and the other. I'm sure it is to an extent, but what with the YouTube work and everything else, I just don't think I'd have time to do it. Anyway, that's enough of my dreaming and rambling. And again, sorry guys if you think it's a bit repetitive just going back and forth. I promise I won't do any more of these this type. I might do a future lumbering one. depending on what your likes are and dislikes on this one. We'll go, no more Kev, please. Then I'm, yeah, okay, no more. Let's go back to regular farming. I should really bring all the equipment a bit further down, but as it's a bit narrow and I don't want to really get snagged up on anything, it gives me a bit of space to move around in, and I don't want to drive too much on the fields if I don't have to. Unfortunately, one of the trees is on a field over there. I can help that. I could just get the front loader off. I probably will do that off screen and pull it a bit away from the field. Come on. Either way this goes, I'll let you know in the next episode. If I have to do it off screen, I'll do the rest of it off screen. Then I foresee that this is already going to probably take up quite a lot of the episode, unfortunately. Gone quiet again, sorry. Rambling on early and now gone quiet. I'll tell you what, one thing, I still haven't made a start on my Christmas shopping or anything yet. I always do the same thing every year. I go out with good intentions. Think, right, okay, what can I buy? And then I just stand there in the middle of the shop seeing all the craziness, all the people going mad. I'm like, I think I'll just give them more money again. I think that's the best option. And yes, it is. It can be. They can buy whatever they like then, rather than buying them a useless present. Which, oh really? Gonna be like that, are you? Right, okay. Buying them a useless present, which they're not going to have any use for. They're going to go, oh well, that's lovely. Thank you. Sit there, collect dust on the shelf or whatever. At least then they can buy whatever they like. It just doesn't feel the same, does it? I'm opening a present. Mind you, once you get a bit older, Christmas starts to lose its sparkle, doesn't it? In a sense, which is a shame. When you're a kid, it's like, yay, Christmas! But then once you get to adulthood and you realise, oh, expensive. I'm going to be skiing for another 2 months after the new year, brilliant. And you're probably thinking, bah humbug, Kev, you know, you Scrooge. I like, you know, I do like Christmas. It's just expensive at the same time. You just have that horrible panic. It's the not so much Christmas Day. It's the horrible panic running up to it, isn't it? I'd say, you know, it comes in. It's forced into your mind late November. I'd say, or even earlier than that now. Some shops are starting to say, oh, it's Christmas just around the corner in late September. And once you get November out the way, Halloween and bonfire night out the way, you start thinking, right, the next big thing is Christmas. Yeah, thinking, right. And some people are like pre-prepared. They've already done most of their Christmas shopping in the January sales, and I don't blame them. And to be honest, a lot of people, I can understand why they do it. I'd do it if I wasn't so skint from recovering from Christmas. And throughout the year, again, another good idea. Do it through the year when you see a sale on for something and you think that'd be great for whoever. And again, it's another good idea. And then just put it somewhere safe throughout the year, and then when it gets up to that time of year. Problem with that, the only problem I foresee with that is if it's something electrical or something, you know, has an expiry date on it, and you go and give it to them at Christmas, and it's like, oh, it's out of date, Kev, cheers. It's out of date, whoever. You think, oh, whoa, what did I do there, you know? Whoops, I didn't think about that. Or even it's an electrical item, you know. It doesn't have to be like plasma screen TV. If it was just a humble, like, just a little radio, or, you know, just a humble little stocking filler. And they go open it up. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Kev. That's, you know, that's beautiful. You know, it's great. But then they go to use it. Oh, it's not working, Kev. Still got the receipt? Yeah, I've still got the receipt. Oh, hang on a minute. This is only covered. I know most electrical goods are covered for years warranty at least. So I don't think you're so down the Swanee on that aspect of it, but anything that isn't covered under that year's warranty, and it's sort of like 6 months or whatever, then technically it's from the proof of purchase, not from the first use. So you might be like, oh, that I can't get that return on that ticket or whatever. Anyway, enough for talking Christmas. It's already filling up doom and gloom. Like, oh no, I've got so much to do, so much to buy. Good time to get drunk. Midday, and it's like, yep, let's go to the pub. It's Christmas, yeah. It's probably the only good thing about Christmas. Oh, really? The only good thing about Christmas, good excuse to get drunk. Come on, that's it. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, we're well over the time. Sorry guys, it's dragged on a bit longer than I thought for. Right, I'll throw this last log in, and then I promise I'll do the rest of this off screen. I won't bother with it for a little while anyway, at least. We'll resume back to normal farming. Go. Shut that off. Well, anyway, thank you for taking the time and stopping by and watching the video. If you're still watching, thank you very much for staying with me. That must mean you must have enjoyed watching the video. And if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to like, and if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Ta-ta for now.